Hi everyone, this is Andy from GizChina, and today we're going to take a look at the JiaYu G2F, which is a 4.3-inch 499 RMB smartphone from China. In China it costs around $80. Once the WCDMA version of this phone goes on sale internationally, you'll see prices around $90 to $100. Okay, let's start with the box. So as you can see, we've got quite a plain cardboard box made of recycled cardboard, much like Xiaomi do. That helps keep pricing down. So there's nothing on here except the address for JiaYu on the back, JiaYu logo on the front. So let's open up the box and take a look what's inside. So we've got the JiaYu G2F phone here. As you can see, the design, like the box, the phone itself is also similar to a Xiaomi phone. Let's pop that to one side. We also have a charger, mains charger here. USB data connector, and also JiaYu have sent us screen protector and a silicone cover for the rear and an optional black rear shell if we want to change from the white to the black. Okay, so that's all in the box. Let's take a look at the phone itself. So here it is, the JiaYu G2F smartphone. If we'll just bring a real, like the Xiaomi in here, you can see that the design between the Xiaomi Mi2 and the JiaYu G2F are very, very similar. They've both got printed on buttons here at the bottom rather than backlit options. The front-facing cameras are both in the same position. They both have the same size display. And if we turn them over again, the similarities are quite similar too. The speakers are in a little bit of a different position. But you can see that, you know, the Xiaomi Mi2 and the JiaYu G2F are similar looking phones, but the Xiaomi costs around 1,799 RMB, whereas this costs only 499 RMB, so there's a big difference in price. Alright, let me just give this a bit of a wipe. Sorry, just clean up the screen. So the display on this is a 4.3-inch display. It's a IPS unit with a resolution of 720 by 1280, so a HD display. At the top we've got a 2-megapixel camera. And if we turn it over, we have an 8-megapixel rear camera on the back and an LED flash and an external speaker here. And the rear comes off. There's no NFC on this phone, but you know, for 499 RMB, I suppose we can't have everything. We've got a 2200 mAh battery in here, dual SIM support, and we've also got room for a 64GB micro SD card. Like I say, this version is the TD version, so it will only work with China Mobile 3G networks. But JiaYu have promised that a WCDMA version will be launched very soon. Okay, let's just bring that back into focus and pop the rear back on. Okay, if we just turn it on, the power's already on, and you can see we've got this nice lock screen. It looks very similar to MIUI. We've got these shortcuts so we can go straight into messaging. We can unlock the display as well just by pulling down. And also we can go straight into our phone. So those are nice little shortcuts on the lock screen. As you can see, the OS is very similar to MIUI. This is actually called Yun OS. It's a cloud-based Android OS, so it's got a lot of cloud-based features which might not work outside of China, but still it's a really lovely looking OS. Only one issue with this ROM, it only comes with English or Chinese, so if you wanted a different language you'd have to either find a different ROM to install or hope that the international version comes with optional languages too. If we have a quick flick through here, we've got this nice weather app here. If we go back to the home screen. Sorry, I've not put an SD card in yet, so we can't look at the gallery. If we go into the settings, and we just go down to about the phone, you can see it's all very similar to MIUI. See, we've got Android 4.2.2 on here. It's a JiaYu G2F, 1.3 GHz quad-core, and there's also 1 GB of RAM on this phone too. According to Antutu scores, this phone can get up to about 17,000 points, which is similar to the Zoppo ZP800 and other MT6582 phones which are out there now, but the JiaYu is a lot cheaper. We've also got Google Play Store installed on here. It's also got a Baidu App Store on here. There are a few Chinese apps on here, but I'm sure they'll just install quite easily if you really wanted to take them off. So you can see, it's a really good looking phone. I'm really impressed with it. We've got this nice shortcuts pane if we swipe from the left of the screen, which is a really neat little feature. Notifications from the top as usual. So it's a really nice little ROM. It's a really good phone for the money. I'm really impressed with this display. Considering this is such a cheap phone, such a low cost phone, it has a great display, a really nice ROM, and the build quality is superb. It's on par with the Xiaomi phone, but as I say, it's a lot cheaper. Okay, so that's it for our quick hands-on. What we're going to do, we're going to obviously do a full review with the phone, and we're going to contact JiaYu and find out just when the WCDMA version of this phone will be released, so we can update you all. Alright, so there you go. This is the first hands-on with the JiaYu G2F quad-core Android smartphone. See you all soon. Goodbye.